Do not save what is left after spending. Spend what is left after saving. Warren Buffett. Now here's the part nobody tells you after that quote. Saving alone will make you poor slowly. Your savings account is paying you 0.5%. Inflation is eating 3% of your money every single year. That's not saving. That's bleeding out in slow motion while your bank sends you a thank you for being a valued customer email. So today, we fix that. Step by step. No jargon. No gatekeeping. No finance bro nonsense. Just the actual path from parking cash in a savings account to making your money work for you. Let's go. Here's a story most people don't know. In 1970, the average American family kept almost everything in savings accounts and government bonds. Stocks? That was for rich guys on Wall Street. Reckless gamblers. People who wore suspenders unironically. Sound familiar? That same fear kept millions of ordinary Americans on the sidelines through one of the greatest wealth-building decades in history. The S&P 500 went from roughly 100 points in 1980 to 1,500 points by 2000. That's a 15x return in 20 years. The people who stayed in savings accounts? They bought groceries. Maybe a modest vacation. The people who invested? They retired early. They put their kids through college. They built generational wealth out of thin air and compound interest. This is not ancient history. This is your parents' generation's defining financial mistake. And right now, you are standing at the exact same crossroads. Okay, let's talk numbers. Real ones. The national average savings account interest rate right now? 0.41%. Meanwhile, the 30-year annualized return of the S&P 500 is approximately 10.7% per year. Let that sink in. You put $10,000 in a savings account for 30 years at 0.41%. You end up with about $11,300. You put that same $10,000 into a simple S&P 500 index fund for 30 years at a 10% average return. You end up with $174,000. Same person, same $10,000, same 30 years, $163,000 difference. That's not a rounding error. That's a beach house. That's a paid-off mortgage. That's your entire retirement. And here's the twist. The villain in this story isn't the stock market. The villain is inertia. It's the feeling that investing is complicated, that you need to time the market perfectly, that you need a finance degree or a guy named Chad at Goldman Sachs to manage your money. You don't. The data is overwhelming. Over any 20-year rolling period since 1926, the S&P 500 has never delivered a negative return. Never. Not once. Not through the Great Depression. Not through 2008. Not through COVID. Time in the market beats timing the market. Every single time. All right, here's the actual playbook. 5 steps. No fluff. High voltage step 1. Build your moat first. Before you invest a single dollar, you need a moat. That's 3 to 6 months of living expenses sitting in a high-yield savings account. Not a regular savings account paying 0.41%. A high-yield savings account. Right now, the best ones are paying between 4.5% and 5% APY. This is your moat. This is the money that means you never have to sell your investments at the wrong time because your car broke down or you lost your job. Most people skip this step and end up panic selling their index funds during the next market dip to pay rent. Don't be that person. Rule of thumb. If you don't have 3 months of expenses saved, start there. Today, high voltage step 2. Kill the high-interest debt dragon. Here's a financial truth nobody says loudly enough. Paying off a credit card charging 22% interest is the same as getting a guaranteed 22% return on your investment. The S&P 500 averages 10%. Your credit card charges 22%. There is no index fund on earth that beats that math. Pay off the high-interest debt first. Student loans under 5 to 6%? Different conversation. You can invest alongside those. Credit cards? Car loans above 7%? Kill those first, then invest. Step 3. Hijack your employer's money. If your employer offers a 401k match and you are not taking the full match, you are leaving free money on the table. This is not a metaphor. This is not hyperbole. If your employer matches 50% of contributions up to 6% of your salary, and you make $60,000 a year, that's $1,800 of free money every single year you are walking away from. The 401k contribution limit for 2025 is $23,500. Contribute at least enough to get the full employer match. Always. Non-negotiable. That match is an instant 50% to 100% return on your money before the market even opens. Step 4. Open a Roth IRA and buy the Haystack. Next stop, the Roth IRA. You contribute after-tax dollars. Your money grows tax-free. You withdraw in retirement completely tax-free. The 2025 contribution limit is $7,000 per year, or $583 a month. Now, what do you buy inside this account? Buy the Haystack, a simple S&P 500 index fund, like VOO, IVEV, or FSKX. Gives you ownership in 500 of the largest companies in America. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia, JP Morgan. One fund. Instant diversification. Average expense ratio? Around 0.03%. That's $3 for every $10,000 you invest per year. You do not need to pick stocks. You do not need to watch CNBC. You do not need a financial advisor charging you 1% AUM to put you in the same index fund you could buy yourself for free. Step 5. Automate and forget the boring secret. Here is the dirtiest secret in investing. The best investors are boring. Vanguard studied investor behavior and found that their deceased account holders outperformed living ones. Because dead investors don't panic sell. They don't check the market every morning. They don't move to cash because a talking head on TV said, recession incoming. They don't day trade. They just held. Set up automatic monthly contributions. Even if it's $100. Even if it's $50. Automate the investment. Then go live your life. The market will crash. Multiple times. In your investing lifetime, you will see 4 to 6 major downturns. During each one, your job is to do absolutely nothing. Or better, buy more. Look, I'm not going to promise you that investing is risk-free. It's not. The market will do wild, irrational, terrifying things. It'll drop 30% and feel like the world is ending. But here's what 100 years of market history tells us. The risk of investing is losing money in the short term. The risk of not investing is losing everything in the long term. Inflation doesn't pause for you to get comfortable. Time doesn't wait for the perfect moment to enter the market. The best time to start was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. Build the moat. Kill the debt. Grab the employer match. Open the Roth. Buy the Haystack. Automate it. Repeat for 30 years. That's it. That's the whole secret the finance industry charges billions to obscure. Compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it. Albert Einstein. Now you understand it. Go earn it.